Everyone says the best way to make money in Disney Dreamlight Valley is to harvest and sell pumpkins, which is wonderful advice. Pumpkins are amazing. But what do you do if you don't have the Forgotten Lands unlocked? What do you do if you're at the beginning of the game? And you would still like to use gardening as a way to earn money, so you can buy all the cool new items at the Scrooges Store and be able to unlock all the villager houses that you're getting. In this video, I'm going to be explaining all the best vegetables to garden in each different biome, so that way as you unlock and upgrade your valley, you know what fruits you should be focusing on and which ones you can kind of ignore. Hello, my name is Lakin, and welcome back to my cozy little zoo. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And I love Disney Dreamlight Valley just as much as the next person. So I want to help you out, and hopefully this is the last video you need to watch when it comes to gardening in Disney Dreamlight Valley. So before we dive into all the gardening and figuring out which seeds are the best, the first thing that is most important is to have gardening buddies and to befriend some of those lovely rabbit critters in the Peaceful Meadow so that you can have a gardening buddy hanging out with you and 2 bunny critters attached to you as well while you harvest all these fruits and vegetables, because that will increase your yield by 200%. And the more gardening buddies you have, the more beneficial it is. While you can only have 1 gardening buddy hanging out with you at a time, the other buddies can still help by just having them being a gardening buddy. So, for example, my favorite gardening buddy is Wally. I love Wally. So, for example, I have 9 villagers in my valley that I could hang out with any 9 of them and they would give me gardening bonuses. So because I have 9, I am getting a gardening buddy bonus essentially, even when I'm just hanging out with Wally. But that might be a little confusing, so don't worry about it too much. Just focus on having at least 1 gardening buddy that you can hang out with and 2 bunny companions that you've leveled up at least to level 4, so that way they can start giving you extra vegetables as you are harvesting. So let's go ahead and dive into the first biome you are going to have unlocked, and that is the Peaceful Meadow. So if you go to Goofy's stall and upgrade it for the first time, you're going to have access to lettuce seeds. Lettuce is an okay plant. It only takes 3 minutes to grow and will yield you 1 lettuce per seed that you plant, which will give you a profit of 5 coins per yield. So it's an okay vegetable to have, not bad. But if you upgrade it a second time, you'll get access to wheat. And while this one only has a grow time of 1 minute, it yields you 2 for every 1 seed that you plant, which you may think is better than the lettuce, but actually your profit overall is just 3. So you'll buy 1 seed for 1 coin and you'll sell each individual wheat for 2 coins. So in order to make a profit of 3, you have to sell the entire yield. So definitely not better than the lettuce. And then if you upgrade Goofy's stall for the final time, you will get carrots. Now, carrots is what I highly recommend you go after. Get your lettuce, get your wheat, grow those so that way you can make food for yourself, for energy, or for gifts for your villagers. But for making money, carrots is the way to go. It is a grow time of 15 minutes, so it's definitely a lot longer than the lettuce and the wheat. And it does yield 1 carrot per seed you plant, but the seed price is 10 coins and the sell price is 44. leaving us with a profit of 34 coins. And if you have your buddies and your companions with you, you will get extra carrots for free. That will be 100% profit. So you'll get the full 44 profit for the carrots that you're given extra of. And I did a test the other day to see just how much of a yield of a bonus I would get in my carrot yield. So I planted 25 carrots and I harvested them by myself, and I got 25 carrots back and was able to sell them for 1,100 gold. Whereas when I had my gardening buddy and my 2 critters, I was able to harvest 75 carrots out of the 25 that I planted and get 3,300 gold, meaning I got 50 bonus carrots for free, allowing my profits to also increase by 2,200 gold as well. So as you can see, it may not be a lot right now, but it can definitely give you lots of money. So I highly suggest carrots in the Peaceful Meadow. From the Peaceful Meadow, you can unlock Dazzle Beach, Glade of Trust, Forest of Valor, or Sunlit Plateau. You can go in any 4 directions, and if you want to get to pumpkins the fastest, I definitely suggest the Sunlit Plateau, but I'm gonna go through the biomes the way that I unlocked them myself, which means that the next biome that we're gonna be talking about is Dazzle Beach. Dazzle Beach is right below the Peaceful Meadow, and at Goofy Stall, the first time you upgrade it, the first time you repair it, you will get access to sugarcane. Now, sugarcane takes 7 minutes to grow and gives you a yield of 1 per seed and gives you a profit of 14 gold, which isn't too bad. But then the next time you upgrade Goofy's Stall, you will get access to tomatoes, and tomatoes is the one I recommend out of Dazzle Beach, because while tomatoes have, again, the longest growth time of 25 minutes, and you also have to water it 2 times in that 25 minutes for it to fully grow, you're getting a yield of 3 tomatoes per seed, which you buy the seeds at 8 gold, and you turn a profit when you sell the entire yield for 58 gold. And when you compare that to the last upgrade you can do at the Goofy Stall in Dazzle Beach, where you get access to corn has a 12-minute growth time, but only a profit of 17. So when you compare 14 profit for sugarcane, 17 profit for corn, and then 58 profit for tomatoes, there's really no comparison. Definitely go with the tomatoes. And again, get the corn and the sugarcane for your foods and your gifts. I like to have at least a full stack of every fruit and vegetable or thing you can collect, especially when it comes to needing the items to make food, for gifts and things like that, to help level up your villagers, which is usually a stack of 50. Once you have your 50 of the others, just focus on tomatoes. Next, we're gonna go over to the Glade of Trust. This is the next biome that I personally unlocked. And at the Goofy Stall, the first time you initially repair it, you're gonna get access to rice. And here in the Glade of Trust, we're bumping up our profits and also our wait time for the vegetables to grow significantly. Because when you repair Goofy Stall for the first time, you'll get access to rice, which takes 50 minutes to grow with 2 waterings in that time. You can buy the seeds for 35 gold, and they will give you a profit of 87 gold out of a yield of 2. So definitely a big jump between the first 2 biomes we talked about. The next time you upgrade Goofy Stall, you will get access to spinach. And spinach takes a whole hour, 60 minutes to grow, if you water it 2 times during that time, and it will give you a yield of 3 with a profit of 78 gold per yield. And then the last upgrade that you can do on Goofy Stall will give you access to okra. And okra is what I recommend. Definitely plant okra. While it does take 2 hours to grow, which is a significant jump between our tomatoes and our carrots, you only have to water okra once and you'll get a yield of 3. Now, the seed price is 135 gold per seed, but you will be getting a profit of 207 gold per yield that you sell. So it is definitely worth it. I spent, for the longest time, okra was my go-to. I just filled up as much of the Glade of Trust as I could afford and just kind of slowly expanded it. And because it takes so long to grow, I would just kind of do it at the beginning of whenever I logged in. And if I played for more than 2 hours, I would be able to do it again. But if not, I would be able to, the next time I logged on, harvest my okra and make a profit. So I highly suggest that. Selling okra paid for so many villager houses in my valley. But next, we're gonna go back through the Peaceful Meadow and back through the plaza to get access to the Forest of Valor, where at the Goofy Stall, when you repair it for the very first time, you're gonna get access to bell peppers. Now, bell peppers take 15 minutes to grow and only have to be watered once, but they give you a profit of 21 gold. And the next upgrade is canola. Now, the Forest of Valor, there may be some people that disagree with me here, but I suggest going with the canola versus the onions, which you get access to onions after you do the last upgrade on the Forest of Valor Goofy Stall. But I'll explain why I suggest canola over onions. So canola only takes 35 minutes to grow, and it does have 4 waterings. So if you're gonna go with canola, I recommend kind of babysitting it, staying in the area, doing stuff around the canola, and you will get a yield of 1. The seed price is 25 gold and the profit is 84. Now, when you hear that compared to the onion that has a 1 hour and 15 minute grow time, you only have to water it 3 times during that longer time span, and the seed price is 50 gold, but your profit is 120. Comparing 120 gold profit to 84 gold profit kind of seems like a no-brainer. Go with the bigger number, right? But because of the significant difference in grow times, you could get through 2.5 rounds of canola before you get through 1 round of onion. Now, and because you can get to the half round of canola, that's where you start making more money. That's why I suggest you kind of need to babysit this one. If you don't want to babysit it, go with onion. But if you want max profits, the canola in the Forest of Valor specifically, the canola, if you babysit it, that extra half time will be what will give you more money than onions, if that makes sense. Now, if you're just doing it once, it's not going to be worth it. You have to do it for multiple rounds for it to be worth beating the onion for. So I suggest canola, but go with whatever fits best with your gaming play style. But as we go through the Forest of Valor and we hit the Frosted Heights, we've unlocked all of the right side of the map. Finally, we're gonna get access to cucumbers during our first initial repair of Goofy's stall. Cucumbers take 1 hour 15 to grow, but you only have to water it once, and a yield of 1 will get you a profit of 119 gold. And then if you upgrade Goofy's stall a second time, you'll get access to eggplants, which takes a total of 3 hours to grow. You will have to water it twice, but you will get a yield of 1 that you can sell for a profit of 213 gold. So Frosted Heights is definitely where some money can be made. And my recommendation is to go with the seed that you can get after your last Goofy Stall upgrade, and that is asparagus. While it does take 2 hours and 15 minutes to grow, and you do have to water it twice, you get a yield of 3, which gives you a profit of 249 gold. So really you can't go wrong with any of the Frosted Height vegetables, but it would really all depend on how much money you have. If you don't have a lot of money, go with the cucumbers because the seed price is only 40 gold. But if you have a little bit more money from going through the other biomes and slowly building up your money with the other fruits and vegetables, the seed price of 150 gold will definitely be worth it for you, because 249 gold is 249 gold. And if you can fill up the entire Frosted Heights and have your buddy and your companions, that is a lot of asparagus. But now we're going back to the plaza and walking over to the Sunlit Plateau, where maybe if you're super interested in getting those pumpkins as quickly as possible, this is the first one you've unlocked. So when you get to Goofy Stall, the initial repair will give you chili peppers, as well as cotton. Now, a preface on cotton. Cotton is grown, but it is considered a crafting material. So do not buy more than you need. Do not buy cotton in hopes to sell it back to Goofy, because when it comes to cotton, it takes 25 minutes to grow. You have to water it 4 times. The seed price is 42 and your sell price is 37. So you're actually going to be losing 5 gold every time you sell it back. I did not know this the first couple times I did it, so I lost money selling back cotton that I didn't need. So only buy the cotton that you need to make fabric. Only have it to craft with. Don't try to sell cotton. You will only lose money. There's no way around it. You will just not make a profit. It is not worth it. There are better vegetables than cotton to sell. Just like the chili peppers. The chili peppers are way better than the cotton because they actually have a profit. It will take 45 minutes for the chili peppers to grow. They will give you a profit of 58 gold per yield of 1. So much better. We're in the positives and not the negatives. But if you upgrade Goofy Stall once, you will get access to zucchinis. Zucchinis take 40 minutes to grow. You have to water them twice and you'll get a yield of 2 as well, leaving us with a profit of 74 gold. Not bad. Not bad. Not as amazing as compared to some of the others, but as you can kind of tell, the biomes connected to the plaza are the easiest to get into money-wise. They usually have the cheapest seeds, and because of that, the profits are not out of the water amazing. But of course, there are a few exceptions to that. And then lastly, the last upgrade you can do in the Sunlit Plateau Goofy Stall is soya. Soya is what I recommend you plant. It does take 1 hour and 30 minutes to grow. You do have to water it twice, but you will get a yield of 3. And with seed prices being at 60 gold and your sell price being at 69 gold, your profits over an entire yield of 3 will be 147. So definitely plant the soya, and if you really want to, plant the zucchini. Just don't plant the cotton unless you need it. And then lastly, the last biome we have to unlock is the Forgotten Lands, which is where we can get pumpkins. Now, why does everyone actually say pumpkins are the best? Are they actually the best? Let's look. So when you initially repair Goofy's stall in the Forgotten Lands, you get access to pumpkins. You don't have to upgrade it multiple times. It's there right at the beginning. Pumpkins do take 4 hours to grow, so they do have the longest growth time of any vegetable in Disney Dreamlight Valley. You will have to water them twice, but you'll get a yield of 1. And the seed price is very steep at 225 gold. But your sell price is also very high at 664 gold, leaving us with a profit of 389 gold. So we could do some finagling, just like we kind of did with the onion and the canola, to, if you're gonna baby it, which one will actually beat out the other. But if we're just looking at pure numbers here without doing any major calculations of, okay, how many times can we plant the tomatoes in that time? How many tomatoes can we get? And can we actually make more during the time it takes to just grow one set of pumpkins, to grow our first round of pumpkins? We could do that, but just looking at the pure numbers of it, a profit of 389 is hard to compare it to anything. The closest of a comparison we get is the okra at 207 gold of profit. And it does take half the time to grow at 2 hours. And while nothing can compare to the pumpkins, we can go ahead and discuss the other upgrades you can get in the Forgotten Lands, the other 2 seeds you'll have access to. If you upgrade Goofy's Stall once more, you'll get access to potatoes, which take 35 minutes to grow with 3 waterings needed in that time. And a yield of 1 will give you a profit of 71 gold per potato. And then if you upgrade Goofy's Stall one last time, you will have access to leeks. Leeks take 2 hours to grow and you have to water them 2 times. And with a yield of 3, you get a profit of 189 gold. While it's nowhere near as amazing as the pumpkins, leeks are still pretty good as well. So until you have access to those amazing pumpkin profits, I hope this video helps you with figuring out what you should and shouldn't plant if you're specifically prioritizing money, depending on what biomes you have unlocked, as you wait patiently for those wonderful pumpkin profits. And if you're interested, I can make another video where we discuss meals, because while these vegetables have some pretty great profits, you can often expand your profits even more by crafting these foods into meals first before selling them. So if you're interested in that video and having it be broken down in the biomes as well, so that way it can grow and evolve with you as you play through this amazing game, please let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I love making Disney Dreamlight Valley content. And if you have any gardening questions or gardening tips, leave them down in the comments below as well, so that way we can all help each other. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and don't forget to stay hydrated and remember that you matter and you are important. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!